Hey guys, so today's workout is going to be a core workout. So we're going to working abdominals, obliques and your lower back. So we want to make sure we're engaging the core for the whole workout, tucking that tummy in super tight as you're working out. And try and get your breathing right with your core exercises as well. So when you're working at your hardest point on exertion, that's where you want to be breathing out. So core engaged, breathe out on exertion. And I really hope you enjoy this. We're going to start with abdominal marches. Make sure your core is engaged. Draw that tummy button in towards your spine and keep engaged for the whole exercise. In fact, for the whole core workout. So we're doing single leg using hand weights. And as you're lifting that leg, you're lifting the arms and the head, the neck, the back, all at the same time. Imagine you're rolling your spine into the mat as you lift up. And as you lower the leg and lower your arms, really try and stretch out. Feel the stretch and pull into the core muscles. We're going to be doing about 15 on each leg. This exercise is really good for flattening and toning the abdominal muscles. So it gives you the opportunity to really engage the core because it's quite a gentle, controlled exercise. So remember, hold the core strong and really stretch out the leg and stretch the arms right over the head. And we're working into the back a little bit here as well. Next one is going to be sit up, and we're going to add a twist to that. So we'll start with a few sit-ups. You might find that just one dumbbell is enough. Again, holding the core strong. Sit up really tall, arch that back. With this one, the further back you lean, the more you're going to feel it pull in those abdominal muscles. So we're going to go up and lean back and twist either side. So doing about 15 of these with the twists. Also doing this with a bend in the knees. Get a nice twist in. So not only are we working the abdominals, working the obliques down the side of the abdominals too with that twist. So hopefully by the end of this workout, you should really be feeling those tummy muscles, getting a bit of a burn, or definitely feel that you've worked them. So next exercise is side bends, placing a weight on our chest, lifting the head and the shoulders and just reaching to each ankle. So we're just going to go side to side. And then we're going to do some pulses. So we're going to do some smaller movements and just go to one side. So we'll go to side and center. And the pulses, just a small movement there, just building up the tension in those muscles. So to the side, back to the center, so just building up the tension on each side. Finish off with those pulses. These are bridge marches. So similar to the marches we did before, however, we're going to stay in that bridge position. We're going to keep the butt in the air. And the leg is lifting and lowering at the same time as the arms. You can have one weight, 2 hand weights, but you're really trying to engage super tight and get a really good stretch there. So again, about 15 on each leg. Really lengthen out that leg. It's almost touching the floor, but you're not resting the leg. So again, that's a good way of building up that tension in the muscles, trying to fatigue the muscles there. Moving on to double leg lifts. So you can really try and get those legs as high as you can, the hips up, as if you're almost going into a shoulder stand. If you find this difficult, just do a smaller movement. As long as you're getting your lower back to lift a little bit, you're going to feel that in the tummy muscles. And then hugging those knees, holding onto one knee, letting the other leg drop. So a bit of a crunch with a twist, but with you doing the leg drop, it's getting the lower abdominals too. So a lot of these abdominal exercises, we're using our legs too. So it targets the top of the abdominals and the lower part of the abdominals. And that's where you can feel it stretch and pull, so keep engaging. So the harder option is to let go of the knees and take that elbow across to the opposite knee. If you find that a little bit tough, then just keep hold of the knees and do it the way that we started off. So plank, we've got two ways of doing it: elbows and toes for the harder option, or knees for the easier option. Trying to keep your butt tucked in, don't let your butt go in the air. We're just going to add some side taps to that. Again, this can all still be done from the knees if you want the easier option. So just tapping the foot to the side, and then we're going to lift the legs up. So just alternating the legs. And then we're going to add some knee tucks too. So bringing that knee round to the side, bringing the knee towards your elbow. This one's really going to work the obliques quite a lot more as well. So we're going to double up and then do 2 on each side, 4 on each side. If you could do 8 on each side, even better. If you prefer just to do it as singles, single knee tucks, or just hold the plank if you do find that a bit too much. So side plank could be done from the elbows and knees, or the feet for the harder option. And then adding that leg lift just makes it even more challenging. So again, that's challenging the obliques quite a lot now because we're on our sides. Obviously our arms are having to work, our legs, our glutes, so our butt's working too. And then we've got our side marchers. So working into the waist, working into those obliques. So using a hand weight if you can. And you try not to rest the leg, you try and keep the leg off the floor. Don't let it rest on the other leg either. So we're maintaining that tension and really stretch and lengthen the arm right over the head. Trying to stretch away from the center of your body. So stretching the leg and the arm. Also trying to bend sideways rather than bending forwards. Just bend sideways on, so we are working those obliques. And then side leg taps. You hold your top leg up still as you can, and let that underneath leg tap the top leg. So you're not resting that underneath leg. Obviously, the lower you hold your top leg, the easier it's going to be. So if you've got it up nice and high, that underneath leg has got to work really hard. Focus on squeezing the thighs together with that one. And then we can go into the double leg lift. Very challenging. Working that waist. So we're going to stay on the other side, starting with the side plank. Again, knees or feet, with or without the leg lift. But you can really see the muscles firing up there just by adding that leg lift. You can see how much harder it is, how much more challenging it is. Then going into side marchers, so 15 reps. Remember, lengthen and stretch the leg and the arm away from the center of your body. Make sure your core's engaged really strongly. Bending sideways as well. because you've got that weight in the arm, you'll be using your back muscles as well, so the lat muscles. And then we're going to side leg taps, 15 to 20 reps. Remember, concentrate on squeezing the inner thighs together. So really squeeze as you lift. Going into the double leg lift. Okay, so back into a plank position, but we're just doing it from our knees actually. Plank walkers, just walking forwards and backwards. And you're actually taking it as far as you can. Really feel that stretch into the tummy. If you want to add some little presses into that, you could press up and down. So walk as far as you can, and then just do a bit of a press up from that position. So challenging the shoulders a little bit too there. We'll go back into plank, but we're gonna do walkers up and down. So plank walkers into downward dog. So from the elbows, you're going up onto the hands, into that nice downward dog stretch, and back down to the elbows. Each time you lift, I want you to do it with a different hand. So pushing up from the right, next time you push up from the left. Because you're doing that walking with your hands, your body's rotating slightly, so it's working into that waist. So plank twists, so staying on our elbows now. You can do this from the knees, or you can do this from the toes. Just letting the hips drop side to side. Again, working more into the waist, the obliques, not just the abdominals. Finish off with a child pose stretch, so stretching into your back. And then pushing the chest and the hip, tummy, keeping your hips down with this one, but stretching into the hips there. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and that it inspired you. Feel free to make any comments and like and subscribe and share with your friends.